Grace and peace, family. This is Charles here with another midweek recharge. And this week, I'm actually going to start by asking you a question. Usually it's about a minute or so in, and I'll say, let me ask you a question. So we're going to start with the question. And this week, the question is, can you be new if your mind hasn't changed? Can you be new with the same old mind? Now, let's shortcut to the answer. No, you can't. Your mind has to be changed. This takes me back to one of the first scriptures, one of the first verses that my mother had my brother and I memorize when we were younger, growing up. It's a passage that comes from Paul's letter to the believers, to the church in Rome. It's the 12th chapter, the 12th division, if you will. And the first portion of that 12th division, we call it verses 1 and 2, where Paul says, I beseech you, I beg you, I implore you, I commend to you, brothers and sisters, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies as a living sacrifice, that you present your bodies as a spiritual work, that you present yourself as a representation of God's love to the world. And don't be conformed, don't be molded by the world, but be transformed by the renewal or the renewing of your mind. The English Standard Version, the ESV translation of Scripture, then goes on to say that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good, acceptable, and perfect. If we are going to be new, if we're going to be different, we have to have a new mind. We have to have a different mindset, a different mentality. So no, I'm not telling us all to start signing up for voluntary lobotomies. What I am saying, though, is that we do need an adjustment. We need a change. We need a shift in our mindset, in our mentality. And what Paul is saying to the believers in Rome is that you should look for the opportunity to interpret and understand God's perfect will through your tests. And so my second question to you is, what would happen if every time we experienced setback, hardship, adversity, challenge, we chose to see this as an opportunity to discern and learn God's will, and less as another example of us being victimized? What if by testing we could learn more about God's will because of our renewed minds? Let that be your recharge.